Hi, my name is Michal, and I'll talk about Parashat Nitzavim Vayelech. The nice thing about this parsha, it's a parsha of poetry. There's a feeling like the Torah is taking it slowly towards the end. And from the first portion in Genesis, that contains almost 1,500 years, we move slowly into the last four portions of the Torah that describe just one day, the last days of Moses' life. And as poetry, at its best, it puts a spotlight on a specific portion that tells that day, and specifically that portion that we see the way Moses goes to each tribe and each person and says his goodbyes, his farewell. We also hear about his last act as a leader. He's teaching the Israelites poetry. And the Torah says, "Now therefore write ye this song for you, and teach so this children of Israel." What is the meaning of this poetry? What are we learning from it? Well, we can say that the first answer that can be that the poetry, meaning the Torah, is called a poetry, and we need to teach it as a reaction for something that can happen, maybe something that will for sure happen, and then the poetry is sort of an evidence that justifies what happens, sort of in a way like, I told you so. But then again, it could be another answer. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe if the Israelites will learn this poetry and will know it well, something won't happen to them. So it's sort of as a warning, as a person who's saying, be careful. So that could be the second answer of why we're learning this poetry. But there's also another answer. And as we know, poetry is something that you don't have to really see to understand. You could read it and then think maybe that's the meaning of it, or maybe it's something beyond what we see in the words itself. And if we look at verse 18 in the Parsha, it says, "And I will surely hide my face in that day for the evil which they shall have wrought." These two verses describe the highway of God, and then the poetry comes as an answer. When you think about it, like we said in good poetry, you see things beyond what they seem. And even if you think that God is not here, and if we don't see him, and we're not really feeling his presence, maybe like in every good poetry, we should look beyond and know that even if we don't sense God directly, he's still there, and we should look a little bit deeper into our lives. So I'd like to end with a poem by Wisława Szymborska, poem about poetry. Some people like poetry. Some. That's not all. Not even the majority of all, but the minority. Not counting schools where one has to. And the poets themselves, there might be 2 people per 1,000. But one also likes chicken soup with noodles. One likes compliments and the color blue. One likes an old scarf. One likes having the upper hand. One likes stroking a dog. Poetry. But what is poetry? Many shaky answers have been given to this question. But I don't know, and don't know, and hold on to it, like a sustaining railing. Shabbat Shalom.